On this place in history, we're in Middlebury, and Steve Perkins from the Vermont Historical Society. What happened here?
Well, this is a spot where John Deere lived. You know, this agricultural legend we all like to think about. He was born in Vermont. Most people don't know that. He was born in Rutland in about 1804, but by 1806 was living right here in Middlebury. And the real action started in the 1820s when he was apprenticed to a blacksmith and he learned his trade. So the blacksmith's house was roughly where we're standing now and where the sign is, and you can visit in the Frog Hollow section of Middlebury. But I think let's go take a walk. Let's go see where the blacksmith shop was and talk a bit about his inventions.
All right, so Steve, we took a walk down from the historical marker, and we got just a gorgeous view here.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the bottom of the falls in Middlebury. This is called the Frog Hollow section, so the Frog Hollow section is behind us. And so John Deere worked in a blacksmith shop during the 1820s, and that blacksmith shop was right behind us in this Frog Hollow section. So it was there that he learned his trade. He learned how to repair wagons, he learned how to repair farm implements, and certainly some of those farm implements were plows.
Right.
Now, he finished off his apprenticeship, he got married, and he opened a blacksmith shop in Leicester Corners. But he went through 3 blacksmith shops. He burned down 3 of them, right? So really bad luck. Moved to Royalton, then he moved to Hancock, Vermont. He was in debt from these things burning down. 32 years old, 1836. Couple of kids at home. What does he do with this debt? Hightails it out of Vermont. He went to Grand Detour and then on to Moline. When he was in Grand Detour, he opened a blacksmith shop and he invented this thing that changed American agriculture. So, not the tractor. Everyone thinks green tractors, John Deere, right?
It was trucker hats.
Trucker hats.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
He invented the trucker hat and a plow.
Right.
So he created a new version of the plow. It said it transformed the West. So what I brought today, I brought a little model here today.
Okay.
This is a salesman's model. I have a full-sized plow back at the museum. It didn't quite fit my car. So we went with a small one. And before any of the viewers call in and say, you know, he doesn't know what he's talking about, yes, this is a potato hilling plow, but it shows what I need to show.
Okay.
So early on, 1820s, plows, they looked like this, slightly different shape to the bottom of the blade, but this board called the mold board, which came up like this, was made out of wood. That worked okay here in New England, you know, rocky, sandy soils. In the Midwest, where you had this thick clay soil, it got stuck to that wooden mold board. Sometimes they covered the board with iron. That still didn't work. So John Deere said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build the whole plow out of steel. So he built this plow out of steel, and it cut right through that really deep clay surface of the Midwest, and it transformed agriculture, and it's what turned the company into this, you know, major agricultural company that it is today.
Would you say John Deere is the most famous Vermonter or the most influential Vermonter?
I don't know if he's the most influential or famous. He's probably the most well-known
Okay.
nationwide.
Yeah.
That name, you know, you see it. Those green machines are everywhere.
Right. So on this place in history, the birth of John Deere as we know it.